Alright, I figured I'd make another Nebula Realms video. I'm back on here, and I changed my clothes. I don't think I heard this song before for the Christmas theme. From when the update just came out a few days ago. This song was not playing. At least I don't think it was. So the game's been out for, I guess, basically since October 2016. I've been playing since then. Since day one, I've been day one player, and I've watched this game grow. I've covered every update patch, seen all the different things, all the different changes. Remember, some people who probably haven't played it since from the beginning didn't notice that. They probably thought this Nexus here was always like this, but it wasn't. It was never like this from before, because they changed it. They put all the spaces they put the spaces closer, and we even have this. We have a navigation menu, so we can get where we want to go. We don't have to just run just miles away, literally. Run for just 5 minutes trying to get to the next spot, because you had to go across a bridge. Not only you would spawn in the Nexus, and the Nexus would never look like this. And you had to run all the way to the nightclub, or maybe from across the bridge to get to the nightclub, and then you had to come out, turn to the right to get to the Leaf Park. And these areas, Leaf Park and the nightclub, or the dome, whatever you want to call it, they weren't always accessible, but the nightclub was always the easier place to get, because you didn't have a loading screen. You would never get a loading screen like this. See how it says enter the dome? You didn't have that. You could just go right to the door, and you'll be able to get right through the entrance and be able to get right inside the dome. But places like Leaf Park, which was counted as a space, you would get a loading screen. You didn't have Stoneway Castle, which was one of the newest recent spaces that they added to the game. I've been around since the beginning, so I've seen all the crashes. I was dealing with the crashes, the loading problems, avatars not loading up. Look, it's just some of the lag, the frame rate issues. I wouldn't even be able to play. Sometimes I would find myself stuck in loading loops for a while, and that's happened this year. And I could definitely say the game has come so far. It's grown throughout the entire year. And in the beginning, they had to shut it down from last year, from 2016. They ended up tweeting out, some of you guys probably don't even know this, they ended up tweeting that they had to shut down the whole servers. They had to redo everything, basically, because no one could really connect to the servers. No one could really get online, and people were having trouble trying to change their characters, change their avatars, and just as you can see on the screen here, they all would look the same, like this. So you had female players playing, having to be forced to play as male avatars, and so on and so forth, because they couldn't change their character. They couldn't customize anything for their avatar how they wanted to. Hell, they couldn't even buy anything from as far as crystals to get different stuff for their avatar. Like you can see Sin Style right here, and all these different avatars here with different clothes on, all types of good stuff here. You guys couldn't even get that. We couldn't even purchase any of this stuff, but now we can. We have all these different variety of spaces. It's frozen again. It's lagging. You have all these different types of spaces that you can go to. You can go wherever you want to go, and it's pretty sweet. And I've been having a blast playing the game. I love it, in my opinion. You got the bowling alley, you got the beach, which is one of my personal favorites. And I'm gonna go ahead and name them my personal favorites that I like. There's All Manor in front of my screen here. I recognize him. He's probably typing up something because I can't see it right now. But you have the beach. It's one of my personal favorites. I don't even go to the personal apartment like that. The bowling alley is another one. And then I would have to go with the nightclub. Is one of my favorite places. The bowling alley, the beach, and the nightclub. And Stoneway Castle is pretty good too, but it's not much to do there. You can just ice skate. You can just skate on the ice rink, and then the archery, which I heard that is having problems right now. It kicks you off. So one of you guys told me that it kicks you off the server, which is pretty crazy. And then you have all these different places like Ghost Town, which was the Halloween special. All types of stuff here. Oh, you're talking about football. So I see all these guys that I recognize. But I'm gonna be moving around. So you have all types of different places that you can go to, and all this different content. I'm gonna bring that out too. All these different content that you can purchase for your character. The only issue I have is with the Nebula points, I gotta say, because you only get 20 Nebula points per game, and there's not enough games for you to really grind it out to try to get the points. And you're just like forced to try to maybe get like a PlayStation card to get like crystals or something like that. So this is the most recent content. We got Phil's 2 for the winter clothing, and then Stone Lake, aka the medieval, for Stone Lake Castle. And then all this different variety of stuff that you can pick and choose from. Halloween. And there's some free stuff. We don't have enough free clothes. That's something I would like to see them add more free stuff for us to get for all the newest players. But I gotta say that I love the variety. I love the variety of content that they added, different spaces you can go to. I have to say that we need more music. And I'm glad that we have. What was that? Oh, that was over there. I'm glad that we have Christmas music, Christmas themed music. We didn't have that for the Halloween space. Ghost Town is just really empty. It's really short. I don't think anyone goes there. I think that's one of the most empty spaces in the game. And places like Lee Park, people don't go anymore. And just looking at the spaces again, where does everyone go? They're hanging out here in the Nexus or the bowling alley. And most likely, still, in my opinion, it's going to be the Stone Lake, even though it's the newest space. The most populated area that people like to hang out at is the beach. And I think that's the #1 spot that people hang out at if it's not here in the Nexus. But I wonder what else they're going to add in the coming year, 2018. But I'm happy that we got all these different updates. Everything has been fixed. It's playable. And it's not even just playable here in the United States. It's also playable in the UK and different countries and parts of the world, so other players internationally can experience the game. And also what I like about this is that it's free to play. So if you were to get a PlayStation 4 for Christmas this year and you're trying to think about some free games that you want to play, maybe you can't get PlayStation Plus right now. You can play Nebula Realms. You can play this game for free. Have a blast, get to know some people, throw snowballs like this. Get 5 snowballs and you can get even more. But you can't aim it how you want to, unfortunately. Those snowballs get into the Christmas spirit. You can hang out on here. It's really fun to play. And I'm glad to have met some of you guys, many of you guys out here from this game. Yeah, Dome, we need more music. I'm definitely tired of listening to the same songs over and over. But I am gonna go to, I think I'll go to the bowling alley because that was the most recent space that has some issues that needed to be fixed. But outside some other issues I can name, just the lag is still there, the frame rate, and something I noticed is that every time they added like an update for this game throughout the year, there was always a new glitch. There was always a new issue taking place. So you definitely don't want to touch archery if you haven't even played the game. But I gotta say, talking about the mini game, the games here, they need more multiplayer. They need to be multiplayer games. Like Chrome Racer, I don't see anyone playing that anymore. That should have been multiplayer. And the best multiplayer game that you can play is here in the bowling alley. It's bowling. That's all you can really do. That's multiplayer. I don't know if it's still glitchy as it used to be, but one of my favorite games to play is pinball. I personally like it. It's one of my favorites. Jungle Golf is okay. It's pretty good. But I know they added like a new stage to up the gameplay, to improve the gameplay of Jungle Mini Golf. But I don't play it as much. And also, we got pool here. I'm not really a pool person. That's another multiplayer game. But games like the archery, that could have been multiplayer. Chrome Racer could have been multiplayer. They could have done a lot of different things. For hopefully they will for the coming updates. But throughout this year, the game has improved. It's stepped up. And some people mention the graphics. I've seen some comments about that. I don't care about graphics. I'm all about the fun. It might not look as good as home, but it definitely has the potential to be the next PlayStation Home. I can't even say, oh, this is PlayStation Home already. It's better than PlayStation Home. And I'll throw this out there too. I don't play Four Kings Casino. I never played it. And I seen Atom Universe. I don't play any of those other games out there. I was always sticking to Nebula Realms. I never ended up switching games, switching over to Four Kings Casino or Atom Universe at all. I kept, even with the issues, the glitches, the crashing, all that stuff, I stuck with it. I stuck with Nebula Realms all throughout the year, even from the beginning, from day one, when I thought the game was going to be over with. I thought it was going to take them forever to try to fix these issues. They are a small team. They're not like the team behind PlayStation Home or anything like that, but they definitely have done an amazing work with this. Look, this guy has Christmas outfit. He's in the Christmas spirit. He got his whole Santa outfit on. He even got the beard too. So, there's something else I gotta say for these leaderboards. I don't see how people get these high scores. Look at this guy at the top here. How did you get that many points when you can't even really control where the ball goes because it starts to lag up and slow down for some reason? So I'm really surprised to see those scores on the leaderboards. But overall, the game's really come a long way. I'm happy with it. I'm excited to see what else they add. Do I have anything particular that I would like to see them add? A particular space from PlayStation Home? They don't need to be copying PlayStation Home. They don't. They don't need to say, let's just take this. Let's bring this, for example. We'll bring the Konami penthouse. I was about to say penthouse. The Konami penthouse to Nebula Realms, and then we'll probably bring the video game to arcade from PlayStation Home or the movie theater. Let them do their own thing. Let them add what they want to add, and not necessarily just make let's copy and paste the same spaces and just redo them, add a few things here and there, and then just put it in Nebula Realms. I don't want them to do that. I'd rather have them just add the spaces that they feel that would be pretty cool to add, that they think users would like. Not just everything has to be like PlayStation Home. We already got the visuals. We already got the gameplay. We got the dances. We got the motions. That's my favorite dance in the game. I forgot to share that too. That's my favorite dance to do. We got the motions, we got the gestures, all this stuff. Similar gestures, but they might not be as good as them, of course, because everyone has different opinions. We got all these different gestures. That's the newest more medieval. How you teleported back to the normal stand. We already got the gameplay. We don't need all these different spaces to be identical. And speaking of PlayStation Home, from the spaces, we already got the personal apartment. The Nexus almost looks similar to PlayStation Home. That's the closest thing to home. And then we got the PlayStation Home. I was gonna say the PlayStation Home. The PlayStation Home apartment almost. It looks identical to it. So we don't need all these spaces to be all the same. I'm glad that they added Stone Lake Castle, because I don't think something like that existed in PlayStation Home. It was only different spaces. I can't even remember all of them. But we don't need everything to be the same like PlayStation Home. Let's bring all the spaces to Nebula Realms that were in PlayStation Home and completely take that all away from it and just steal it from the PlayStation Home makers. We already got the gameplay and gestures, the dances, all that. And different poses and everything like that. You don't need all these different identical spaces over and over. So, but I can understand that people miss those different places. You can go back, you can experience the new stuff here. You don't have to just be in the same area, the same spaces, identical spaces as the other game. You don't need that. So that's something that I don't want them to do for sure, because it's been doing pretty good on its own, and throughout this year it's definitely grown. We got a lot more players on here now. I'm gonna go to the new space before I get ready to wrap this up. But honestly, I love Nebula Realms. I'm not gonna stop playing it, and I'll throw this out there too. Even if they stop making content for this game, will I stop playing it? No, I won't. I won't ever stop playing it because I love it. I love the connections I made on here, and you guys play it too. And some of you guys started playing the game because of me. And some of you guys weren't originally on the game and started playing it like that consistently until you guys ran into me. into my streams and some of my videos talking about Nebula Realms and playing it. And I think the more I've been playing it, the more you guys been wanting to check it out. Some of you guys who just recently got PlayStation 4s this year also been playing it and enjoying it. And you guys jump on, whoa, what happened? What's going on? I'm falling down. Yo, what's happening? Well, this is something that's not perfect, but you know, as I was saying, Nebula Realms has its glitches. It won't even let me go to Stone Lake Castle. I don't even know where I'm at. I got a whole blue screen. Let me get out of here before my game crash. Oh, he's back. My character's alive. I'll go to the personal apartment. See, that was an issue. See, that's another, I guess that's a new glitch. That was ugly. That kind of scared me a little bit. That's bad. So the game's not perfect. It has its issues, but it's definitely come a long way. It's improved from the ground up. From all the crashes, we got a lot more people on here internationally talking, making connections. All different types of groups and fans, etc. coming together. So much fun. I'm having a blast. I always have fun, and I never got bored with this. I don't think I'm gonna get bored with it because it's fun. It's always some fun stuff, hanging out, chatting it up, and you never know who you can find on here. You can find someone new, some new friends. Here we are. So I'll end it here. See, and then you already had this. Look, watch this. I'm gonna come over here. You got this over here. See, that's what I'm saying. This whole area. This. From just throwing it back to home real fast. This is the only space that you had. It wasn't never expanded like this. See, that was the difference with this one compared to this personal apartment and PlayStation Home. You just had this whole area. That's all you had to customize. But for this, they expanded. You got an extra room here. You got a room up right here, and then you got an upstairs. You got an upper floor, and that's it. So I wonder if they're gonna add. Can you get anything for this apartment? Or not. I don't think they did that. But I don't even come here like that. I'm always just in spaces anyway. And just look, Harbor Studios. That's what people are going to be thinking about. You got all this here. This is already PlayStation Home. You don't need it to be just like it. You already got the gameplay. Just like I was saying. You got the gameplay, the similar movements. It's just a downscaling graphics if that's what you want to throw out there from the game, but it's not boring. But I don't know what, and I'll say this too, I don't know why people just think Nebula Realms is like an action-packed game. Like you're supposed to, you can attack people, it's an action-packed game where you're supposed to go on an adventure. It's a social game. So I think that they got the wrong game for Nebula Realms, just thinking about it. But I enjoyed the game. I'm excited for the upcoming updates. I know they got one more extra update. I'm sure they're not gonna probably add anything else. It's gonna be Christmas content, more Christmas content. I'm sure. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure what they're probably gonna end up adding. I think after that, there's gonna be 2018 updates. I don't know if they're gonna do anything for New Year's, a surprise, New Year's space, or maybe more content from there. But since we're in December, that's the only next thing that's coming up this upcoming week that's coming up. It's going to be Christmas content. But I love the game. Even if they stop making content, I'm still going to support the game by continue to play it, make videos of it, have fun, hang out with you guys, and even just mess around in the spaces and just continue to have fun with it. So I don't care if they run out of ideas, I'm still going to keep playing it because I enjoy the game. And as a hardcore PlayStation Home fan, and I'm on here, and I think the majority of the people who are PlayStation Home fans are playing it because we have a game like this that's similar to it, and it gives you that feeling from when you play it, boot it up, and just from the visuals, whether or not you played the game or not. When you first started, it definitely gave me that feeling, and I'm definitely going to keep playing it and enjoy it for what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Comment below if you want to. Your thoughts about Nebula Realms, how you feel about it, if you're enjoying it, maybe some stuff that you like to see added into the game. And me, whatever they decide to add, I'm sure I'm gonna like it because they definitely come a long way, and it's definitely grown even from the issues and the crashes. That was an ugly glitch. I can't believe. I'm gonna end this just by doing this dance. I just like doing this dance. Break out with the dance moves. All right, so that's it. That's my little Nebula Realms in review, year in review, I like to say, for the game. Just to talk about it and discuss my feelings about it. They even have the icon here. Look at it. Welcome home. So this is the new home. We got the new home right here, but it's got ways to go, and hopefully we get even more better stuff in the coming year.